Shalom and welcome to this 30th part of our short Bible study series. Today we are going to consider wisdom for life's hardest questions. And by way of introduction, we're going to read from 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 18 to 31. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved it is the power of Elohim. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, the intelligence of the intelligent I will prostrate. Where is the wise man? Where is the scholar? Where is the philosopher of this age? Has Elohim not made foolish the wisdom of the world? For since in the wisdom of Elohim the world through its wisdom did not know him, Elohim was pleased through the foolishness of what was preached to save those who believe. Jews demand miraculous signs and Greeks seek for wisdom, but we preach Messiah crucified, a stumbling block to Jews and foolishness to Gentiles. But to those whom Elohim has called, both Jews and Greeks, Messiah the power of Elohim and the wisdom of Elohim. For the foolishness of Elohim is wiser than man's wisdom, and the weakness of Elohim is stronger than man's strength. Brothers, think of what you were when you were called. Not many of you were wise by human standards. Not many were were not influential. Not many were of noble birth. But Elohim chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. Elohim chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong. He chose the lowly things of this world and the despised things and the things that are not, to nullify the things that are, so that no one may boast before him. It is because of him that you are in Messiah Yah'shua, who has become for us wisdom from Elohim, that is our righteousness, holiness, and redemption. Therefore, as it is written, let him who boasts, boast in the Master. Think about some of the really big questions of life for a moment. Where did we come from? How can we know the truth? What is real? What is the meaning and purpose of life? How should we live our lives? Where are we going? Some people don't even worry about these questions. It never crosses their mind once. Others just want to get on with life, and in particular with serving Yahweh. That's fair enough. But many people do think about these questions and usually try to persuade others to think as they do. Ideas advanced by intellectuals and philosophers quickly spread by means of music, art, movies, TV, and literature, thereby affecting our entire culture. What influence do these teachings have on us? How has the thinking of others programmed our values and daily decisions? It's important to know the answer because Elohim wants not only our hearts, he also wants our minds. Elohim should be our primary source of wisdom. He wants his truth recorded in the Bible to guide every aspect of our lives. When the Apostle Paul expressed the message of the cross to people in Corinth, they couldn't accept its profound simplicity. It's just seemed foolishness to them. Paul had to confront the Corinthian intellectuals with the idea that Elohim's wisdom is so different from human wisdom that it's of another order altogether. And what looks like foolishness and weakness are in fact serious challenges to our standards of wisdom and power. Now, it's important that we understand that Yahweh is not anti-intellectual. He is, after all, the origin of reason. He loves wisdom and knowledge, but he opposes ideas that prevent people from knowing his wisdom, power, and ahavah, his love. He knows that our attempts to understand life with our minds alone will lead to pride and eventually to atheism. Modern philosophy confirms this. It has largely excluded Elohim and exalted humans as masters of their own destiny. In the 20th century, dozens of countries adopted this philosophy in such forms as communism, fascism, and humanism. And the consequences we all know, they've been absolutely devastating for family life, the environment, healthcare, education, business, and many other areas of society too. As a result, millions are rejecting atheism today and looking for a new form of spirituality. But instead of seeking the true Elohim, many have swung to another extreme, seeing nature, the earth, and the universe itself as a god to be worshipped and served. We often call these beliefs New Age. Of course, in many cultures, this view of life is not new at all. And because it's not based on the truth of Elohim, it is in the end no better than atheism. All these worldviews, these attempts to make sense of the world, are doomed to fall apart simply because they don't fit in with the way that Yahweh made the world. His big picture, which is revealed to us in the scriptures, may challenge your own worldview. But as you get a larger picture of his wonderful creation and the wisdom that so perfectly orders it, you will see that his answers to the difficult questions of life are the only ones that really make sense. May Yahweh bless your day.